In this video, we're going to write equations for lines perpendicular to a given line. So I'm going to walk through two examples. The first example, write an equation for a line passing through this specific point, -3, -4, and is perpendicular to a given line. For problems like this, I like to put a box right in the middle of the page for the organization of the information that we need to gather or has already been given. I need a perpendicular slope. Again, the upside down capital T is the symbol for perpendicular. So I'm going to need a perpendicular slope. Then I'm going to need an x and y from a specific point on a line. We'll call that x1 and y1. And those were given as -3 and -4. Now, to find the perpendicular slope, I first have to find the slope of the given line. So we're going to isolate the variable term that includes the y that we're solving for as we move this equation or convert this standard form equation into slope-intercept form. -y equals -2x plus 2, divide by -1 to get y completely by itself now. And that's going to be y equals 2x minus 2. Now that this is in slope-intercept form, I can find the slope, m, which is the coefficient of the x term. So the slope is 2. Now, a slope of 2, we're going to use and find the perpendicular slope. Parallel slopes are the same. Perpendicular slopes are opposite, so we're going to change the sign from positive to negative, and reciprocals. So 2 over 1 is going to become 1 over 2. So in order for slopes to be perpendicular, remember they must be opposite and a reciprocal of each other. We will use the point-slope form of a line now, since we have a specific point. And we're going to substitute that specific point into the x1, y1, and the perpendicular slope that we found. We'll simplify this up a little bit. This would be an acceptable answer because we do have the equation that satisfies the parameters they gave us. It passes through the point -3, -4, and it is perpendicular to the line 2x minus y equals 2. However, you might find a test asks or somebody asks for a specific form of the line, or a multiple choice type question might have all of the answers in a different form. So let's just walk through real quick how to convert this into slope-intercept form, which you're probably the most familiar with anyway. I forgot we needed those parentheses there, because now we're going to distribute the -1/2 to the x and the 3. So -1/2 x minus 3/2. I also am going to convert 4 to halves over here on the side. Remember, 4, if I need that to equal something over 2, I'm going to multiply it by 1. This 1 is going to be 2 over 2. And we have 8 halves. The purpose for doing that was when I subtract 8 halves from both sides of the equation, now the denominators of the constants that I'm adding are the same, which allow me to combine them by adding the numerators. And I'll move the negative sign. There we go. And there you have the line passing through -3, -4, perpendicular to the given line in slope-intercept form. Our next example will show they give us a given point. Let's get this box set up ready to go. A perpendicular slope. And then the given x1 of 3 and y1 of 4. Now, to find the slope, this time they didn't give us an equation. They gave us 2 points of the line. And we're going to do that work right over here. Again, the slope of a line given 2 points is calculated by the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And so we'll substitute those values that we were given. 3 minus 2, again, this was 0.2 and 0.1, over -4 minus -5. 3 minus 2 is 1. -4 minus a -5 becomes +5, and that's also 1. So if the slope is 1 over 1, I need the opposite reciprocal. So I'm going to flip the fraction to be, well, still 1 over 1. It's just this bottom denominator 1 moved to the top and the numerator to the bottom. And we're going to change the sign so that it is an opposite reciprocal slope. Now with that given information, we can substitute into point slope form. We're going to distribute the -1 to both terms in the binomial, -x plus 3. And now add 4 to both sides of the equal sign. Y equals -x plus 7. So there is the perpendicular line through point 3,4 that is perpendicular to the line with the given points. Hopefully these couple examples are helpful for you in reviewing and understanding writing equations of a line perpendicular to a given line.